Recently, I came across a Twitter post asking why we no longer build cathedrals, or any similar ornamental buildings for that matter. I discussed this for a bit in a livestream I did recently on this channel. I have also seen embellishments on churches and buildings that supposedly took years or even decades to create. Works that simply seem like they are no longer being valued. I don't dispute that no such buildings are being made today, nor that we would not be able to replicate these awe-inspiring constructions. Though I think that many would have to agree that there is something holding us back spiritually from doing so. I'd like to highlight a chapter from The Reign of Quantity and the Signs of the Times by René Guénon. In this book, Guenon outlines a metaphysical difference between quality and quantity. Reminiscent of Plato's and Aristotle's traditions, objects and beings in our world consist of a combination of form, i.e. essence, and matter, i.e. substance. Following Plato's theory of form, we can argue that an object reaches for its ideal form, or in the language of Guenon, its ideal quality. This quality exists on a higher plane than the world in which we inhabit. The quality of action, beings, or objects are an innumerable characteristic. One cannot apply qualitative tools such as a plus or a minus to the aesthetics of a painting or the beauty of an ornamentation. The increasing focus on the opposite energy, substance, or quantity of the modern world has damaged the spiritual and metaphysical views of the entire Western society. Let us look at how Guenon tackles the shift from a tradition focused on quality to a world focused on quantity, and how it has impacted the crafts and the lives of workers. Guenon posits that there exists a clear contrast between ancient arts, crafts, and modern industry and our arts. In fact, the very idea that there exists a distinction between an art and a craft is a wholly modern idea. To traditional peoples, the concepts are one and the same. In a world metaphysically driven by religious or esoteric actions and rituals in everyday life, human activity takes on a sacred and qualitative character. By participating in the traditional rituals and actions, the members carry out a much more meaningful and connected set of activities that allow for greater aesthetics and truly innumerable results. In this everyday life, quote, every occupation is a priesthood. A traditional craftsman sees his work as an extension of himself and his own nature, and he summons forth art in his creations. He acts as the vessel for his artistry and the shaper of objects, allowing his results to achieve a truly qualitative form. Through their rituals, initiations, apprenticeships, and practices, the craftsmen achieve a higher quality, higher virtues, and higher aesthetic achievements. Virtue is a practice, a dedication, not a state of being, as Aristotle points out. In contrast, there exists the modern industry. The workman in our times cannot channel himself into any of his works, nor is he allowed to attempt this. His activity boils down to making a machine go, making a computer execute its code, keeping a factory line running. He is stripped of any rituals, he is stripped of any practice, he is stripped of any art as he is taught to execute his own movements in step with the process of production. He is told not to worry about the results, to let the machine fabricate and worry about the results for him. Quoting from The Reign of Quantity, "Servant of the machine, the man must become a machine himself, and thenceforth his work has nothing really human in it, for it no longer implies the putting to work of any of the qualities that really constitute human nature." Producing objects of quantity, not quality, the modern industry reduces men to mere numerical units. These units are then placed in what we today refer to as high-performance enclosures to eke out an existence. They are denied any attempt at true craftsmanship, if it even exists out there. The spirituality of the craft has been erased. The quality of production is gone. We produce only what Carlyle calls cheap and nasty. Our work is not the Evolian action, nor does it contain or result in any aesthetic ideals. It is ugly work for an ugly age. This work is incapable of producing the beauty and dedication required to build the cathedrals that are still standing today. We no longer build these cathedrals, not because we have forgotten how. We no longer build cathedrals because we have erased the reason for why we built them in the first place. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing to the channel to get notified when I upload any new videos. I want to wish everyone watching this a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you for watching.